Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, little wrestling video for the boys there. Was reading some of that wrestling news, and AEW getting some of that low viewership there, 633,000 views. Last week they were beaten by Total Bellas or whatever, an embarrassment there. And they were beaten by NXT. NXT beat him by 150,000. I told myself, since NXT won this week, I'm going to watch him. And then I just decided not to watch there because NXT a little boring there. Little cheap, little corny, which is why, AEW beats NXT, but again, this is WWE's third brand. Nobody gives a shit about it because it's developmental. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things there, but so people on Twitter were making excuses about why AEW got low viewership. It's because Moxley wasn't there, because his wife got coronavirus. This is the fault of McMahon or whatever. First of all, nobody gives a shit in reality about Moxley or Dean Ambrose. You know what I'm saying there? A boring guy. Was very boring as WWE champ, you know what I mean? The reason why it's getting low viewership is because it sucks, all right? It's very lame. It's a bunch of jobber wrestlers, a bunch of nobodies. The couple of stars that they do have is an old Chris Jericho, a fat Chris Jericho, a washed up Jericho there. And a couple of fake stars like Cody Rhodes. I'm not a cosplay wrestler, guys. Well, you're not a star either, you know. Like Jim Cornette might let people have sex with his wife, apparently. There, this stuff is coming out. But the stuff he says about AEW is fucking true, ladies and gentlemen. It's a clown show, a circus act. Orton and Edge showed us what a real wrestling match is at the last pay-per-view. When you watch AEW, it's the same indie match over and over again. The super kicks, the bad selling, the dives, the Canadian destroyers. Every single match is identical. And none of them are good for real. It's just indie wrestling fans fake praising this shit. And their grandfather, Uncle Dave Meltzer, overpraising this because he has a grudge against McMahon. In reality, you watch this, it's a fucking joke. It's like a parody of wrestling. The stuff they did of Mike Tyson a few weeks ago, straight up copying an exact replica of the skit that McMahon did like 15 years ago, 13 years ago, or whatever, except it was very, very retarded. The same thing that they did with Austin, except it's Jericho and it was super cheap. You could tell that Tyson wasn't taking it serious. And even the wrestlers on AEW themselves, they don't seem to take it seriously. It's just guys on their high horse acting hot shit, but in reality, they all fucking suck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure next week they're gonna have a bit more viewers because they're giving away a free pay-per-view on television. TNA. Desperate as fuck there. But, if people want to love this, it's okay. They're allowed to love it. But to claim that it's better than WWE, Mental. To claim that this is somehow it's gonna surpass WWE one day. This is beyond wishful thinking. It's borderline retarded is what it is. Let's be honest there. Okay, stuff that McMahon fears this company. Oh, they're living rent free in McMahon's head. Again, this is wishful thinking by desperate fucks. Okay, I get it. People hate WWE there. A lot of people. But you're straight up embarrassing yourself by fake praising this garbage product. Love it all you want there. But all the anti-McMahon propaganda and the fake praising of pure garbage, it's just embarrassing. The wrestling websites that were doing this should be ashamed of themselves with weirdo clickbait and straight up lies against McMahon to try to prop up this shitty company. These websites should be ashamed of themselves. They only do it so they can get click and money from mongoloid indie fans. The same shit that Dave Meltzer does, okay? The reality is the company sucks. Like it's jobber wrestlers, they're no good. I have yet to see an amazing match in this company. Apparently, everything they do is amazing according to their fans, but this is bad for the company because they can't make the distinction between what works and what doesn't, which is why you end up with Orange Cassidy in the main event segment of Dynamite. And then you end up with low ass fucking embarrassing ratings. Okay? Kenny Omega, best in the world. Young Bucks, best team in the world. This is just pure fiction created by Dave Meltzer so we can make money. It's not real. You understand? So here's what's going to happen with AEW there. It's going to keep crashing. Eventually, Jericho's gonna leave, stuff like this. And there's nobody. Who is there? Like TNA, they were able to bring Sting, Kurt Angle, they were able to grow by leeching off of WWE's old stars. Nowadays, even WWE doesn't have any more stars. So how the fuck are they gonna grow? Are they going to bring out Scott Steiner in a wheelchair or something like this? What can they do? Nothing. Nothing. In reality, nobody gives a damn about a bunch of nerds having lame matches. No matter how many flips they do, it's just not going to sell, boys. It is what it is. So quit embarrassing yourselves with this. Enjoy the show if you want to there, but don't pin your hopes and dreams on TNA Jr. because you're going to end up crying in your Kenny Omega body pillows. It is what it is. Until next time, peace.